Alrighty guys, welcome back. We are just moments away from the next game coming up. And that will be between Planetkey Dynamics and Team Alternate. So do make sure you get me your predictions and let me know who you think is going to walk away with this one. We'll be following the upper side, and I think we'll be dropping down to the lowers and then heading through. I'm hoping the admins know that we are ready to get this one underway, as I'm looking forward to seeing this actually. I don't think it's a surprise these two teams got here. Maybe a little bit more that Team Alternate did in place of Plane Ducks, excuse me. PD, what can you do? But you guys at home seem to favour them a little bit, but you know that's the way the cookie crumbles. And we'll have to see who comes out on top here. I'm certainly looking forward to this one. You know, these teams have changed a lot. I don't know what it is with the German scene now. They've kind of taken a leaf out of the UK's book and just switched and changed lineups. Whether or not that's a good thing, we yet to find out. So I think we are just about ready. We can start looking towards getting into game, and we can watch it once we go into the knives. And obviously, thank you for tuning in so far, guys. I do appreciate it. It's always good hearing from you guys and keeping me sane. Hopefully, there won't be as many pauses this time, and we can actually have a bit of a chilled out time, and I can actually just cast the games rather than being like, hey, why are we stopping several times in a row? But it's the way it goes. What can you do? You can hear the game sounds in the background because they are just warming up. Spamming pistols everywhere is the name of the game, and we'll have to see how this one goes. I'm looking at Planetkey Dynamics, and they do look a little different from when I last watched them, so have to see how they play. We just watched Team Alternate, very impressive. We're going to watch it on the same map as well. It's going to be Dust 2. Surprised we've not seen Inferno, I'm not going to lie to you. I really expected Inferno all day, every day. Not the case, apparently it's a little bit different. So, Planetkey Dynamics, Strux, CLY, Trubly, Stavros. Sounds Greek more than German, but, and Nex as a final, and we know who we just witnessed. So I'll take you through these guys once they're all in and ready to go. So hopefully the knife will be starting very, very quickly, and we can get this one underway. I'm looking forward to seeing what Planetkey Dynamics are like. I haven't seen them in a while. Haven't seen some of these players in a little while. Trubly, obviously, and CLY. Two players I certainly remember. Let's see how they do this time around, however, as we'll be waiting on the final member of Alternate Attacks to join us, or Team Alternate, should I say. And do make sure you tweet this one out there and do let your friends know that we are going live right now. I do appreciate everyone who turned up, obviously, for the previous game. It was always awesome to see you guys coming out in force and seeing CSGO grow so much. Geez, last time I casted, obviously, it was Katowice, but prior to that, you know, it was very rare. You'd casually get, like, you know, above 10k ever on a CSGO stream, but it's nice to see FPS back in action. It's always good. It's always good. It's always good to see. So Rax has joined us. I'm hoping that we don't get as many issues this time around. I'm hoping, you know, Zonix doesn't decide to drop out, and you know, everyone has problems here and there. I'm hoping that everything goes real smoothly this time. I didn't actually get to find out the score between Planetkey Dynamics and the team named Team. I'm kind of glad also they didn't get to this point. I know it sounds quite harsh, and we'll probably watch them in just a moment, but if you're going to name yourself anything, Team is just terrible. I'm not going to lie to you. I assume we still have to knife. I don't think we've had that one yet. Knife. There we go. I was a little worried then. I was like, no. Knife does need to go down. Let's see how this one goes down. I'm trying to think of which side Alternate Attack started on. They started on the T side, I think, last time around. They actually won the knife and then decided to stay, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. I think I'm correct, though. So, we'll see if they can do the same thing here. Stavros will pick up the first. And I am one person who will never cast a knife round, if I'm completely honest with you. You know, Red Eye used to do those fantastic accents. I can't do accents for the life of me. I just sound like a stuck-up 14-year-old boy for the rest of my life, sadly, from London. But however, Team Alternate did pick up the knife, and let's see if they actually stay on the T side. Last time around, Crisby did give the command that they were. It's going to be Sonic saying, yeah, they are going to stay on the T side as well. They seem happy enough on this one. And let's see if Planetkey Dynamics can do a little bit better than playing Ducks. Best of one still, guys. It all comes down to this. This will get them into a fantastic spot going forward. We'll secure them in the way through towards the playoffs. So, we'll be going live. Do make sure you let me know who you think's going to pick up this game. Will it be Planetkey Dynamics or will it be Alternate? We've obviously watched Alternate just a second ago, but Planetkey Dynamics did win their respective games, so you know, clearly there by for a reason. So do let me know on Twitter, obviously at They Call Me Pansy. Always love hearing from you guys, and let's start looking towards the action right now. So Start off with two-man stack down towards short, SMN and Aprox doing the same through mid. A little bit of a drastically different setup to what we saw coming out from the Playing Ducks on the T side. I'll be curious to see how this one plays through. So certainly a different challenge now for Team Alternate. Let's see what they can do in this one. They did like that mid push. They did utilize those smokes and flashes, but they haven't needed to this time. They've got themselves all the way down on long with little to no challenge, and it looks like Planetkey playing for the retake rather than the challenge, and that's probably not a bad idea here. So, checking with the overview, it does look as though they're going to start that execute towards the retake just about now. Still 2 players down by long, but it's the ones on the side that are doing the job. Zonix does find Strux first of all, goes in for a second, not going to get it. The CZ coming out from CLY does hold off the opponents, but Planetkey breaking through slowly but surely, taking down his players. Rax being a little bit of a nuisance, but he does push out, find Stavros. But now Rax trying to hold back 2. Nice work from Rax, double. And, well, SMN doesn't get him, doesn't give him the triple, but it will give him the first round. Team Alternate taking the A side by storm. Bomb down, very little contest, and it was Planetkey Dynamics to play for the retake, and it just didn't happen at all. Had the foot in the door, but not to be the case. So, obviously, Team Alternate will get the rifles beside them. Aprox not picking up anything. Just going to be running as it is. And we're seeing the 2 Galils in the play and the AK as well. So, last time around, Alternate very cautious when they knew they were up against an eco. Coming out for the Playing Ducks. Let's see if they treat Planetkey Dynamics the same. Will they have that slow, cautious approach? Or will they leave Aprox just to go in there and do the job? At the moment, Aprox toying through the double doors, but nothing to be found, really. As these guys happy to take their time. They certainly have a lot of it, but look at this long stack. CLY and Truly out here. They could cause some real pain. Zonix gets taken down very low, down in 9 HP, and CLY backs away a little. Baiting out, leaving his teammate to pick up the slack, but it's going to be Truly moving back towards A. Aprox already did make his way up towards short. Stavros is now there. Stavros does get the shot of finding Aprox and now goes in for the second. Crispy falls to the same hands. And now just Rax and SMN standing. This is a lovely bit of play coming out from the CTs. Finally holding on. Those CZs are so strong. You've got to be this careful, but can they get any more? Truly does find SMN, and now just 1 man alive. Rax does have the AK. Not anymore. Strux will pick it up. And that is a fantastic turn of events for Planetkey Dynamics, finally getting that round on the board and stopping that casual, normal 3-round trend for the first round being picked up by the T. So 1-1 right now, and this is going to really upset the flow of things for the T side. Team Alternate now down to just a pure eco, no messing around, not getting anything done. They are just going to go back onto this one and run with those Glocks and hope to do some damage. And at the moment, it looks like that damage might be applied down towards 8. Prox goes in first. We do have rifles, Galils, and just about everything else in the hands of the CTs. Truly finds 2 on the way through, but Zonix does catch 1, and now Crispy trying to find one for himself. Not going to happen. Zephyrman does go down in the end as well. So the CTs being a little bit more cautious, making sure they get that round in the bag. So they're going to get 2 back-to-back now. 2-1 going into the 4th round here. T-side going with the CZs. 2 CZs, and that's it. A couple of smokes and flashes. Maybe a B-rush coming out of this. Not sure. At the moment, it's Aprox heading that way. Joined by SMN. As Alternate kind of congregate towards mid, but look at this one player. Truly did get a little aggressive towards mid, and he's going to have to pull back now because the T-side are just plowing straight through. They are doing the tactic we saw before when they just go hell for leather, put those smokes out through mid, but Zonix did find his way through. He's going to take down 1. Crispy gets Strux, and that is mid open, and Zonix gets a gun. This man is dangerous. We saw him before with the 4-piece, locking down B, and now Truly tries to stop it, pushes in, finds Crispy. Stavros found Zonix. Now Rax 1v2, goes for the peak, gets 1. 1v1, he knows where Stavros is. Can Alternate turn it on its head? Dying with the smoke comes out. Rax avoids the flash, excuse me. And now 1v1, Stavros claims it, and Planetkey Dynamics hold on for another round. 3-1 on that scoreboard, but you've got to say Alternate got very close then. And such big play through mid. We saw that being such a potent strategy that they liked depending on previously against their last opponent, and they just seem to be able to play it again and again and again. So close, but still. 3-1, Planetkey Dynamics turning it early and now reaping the benefits. Finally, we see Alternate with those guns beside them after that 2nd round debacle. Let's see if they can keep this one going. So, at the moment, Alternate happy to take their time. They have no real need to rush too much here. They're Not going for that fast mid-play. They're happy to take it a little slower. I do see Stavros getting a little more aggressive than we saw anyone else doing in the previous game, and Zonix would be the one to wait and find him if anyone was there. As Rax and Aprox make their way up mid, and it looks like Planetkey a little bit more happy to challenge, a little bit more happy to get involved, as Zonix will go for the peak. He's got a good feeling Stavros was there, and he's going to pick up the kill. So Zonix picking up the opener, leaving A looking a little bit more vulnerable, maybe to the T side if they fancy it, as Trubly will now have to retract back towards long, away from the site. The 4 standing players for Planetkey Dynamics being tested now. Rax and Zonix fairly low, and it looks like we're going to see an all-in push coming out. Just not an all-in push, tell a lie, it's just Rax going in towards A, and maybe a bit disjointed there, and Strux will find Crisby. Aprox gets one back, 3v3 now, but look at Strux's HP, he's down to nothing. Aprox down low, but it doesn't matter. The AWP will do the job. 1 HP or 100, it doesn't matter right now. Strux will have to try and stop that plant, but SMN just powers through, gets the bomb down, and now just one standing next. Up against Aprox, SMN and Zonix. 1v3. Surely not going to happen. Too low. Not going to be the case, as SMN does hold off and does do the job. And 3-2 being the scoreline means this game is certainly back on now. Closer game coming up, I can imagine, from the last one. It was quite a strange game going through the halves. It was quite one-sided on one, and then turned a little on the second in the previous game. But best of ones are dangerous like this. You don't want to give anyone a good lead, and this back and forth is hurting the money side for the CTs now. A couple of CZs in there, CLY picking that up, but Aprox will pick up the first kill with the AWP and bring an easy little bit of an advantage for the CTs. No real surprise, obviously they do have substantially better weapons, but we saw the damage that Alternate were able to do just with those 2 CZs in play for themselves, and Nex and CLY will be the 2 locking these down at the moment. CLY will be at long, and Nex, as you can see, over a B, so kind of splitting it up between the 2. But it does look like long might be where the main push will be coming from. Alternate. CLY is waiting for this one. He will be the first in. Rax will be walking through. CLY does catch a tag, but not much more, as the flashes will slow him down, but CLY is going to fall. SMN claims that one and brings a 2-player advantage to the T side. Clinical so far, making sure they're just getting everything done, as Crisby holding that push around the backside, but the push starting towards the site here. Stavros is on a site, just tugged down, and well, SMN's going to find him easily. Takes him down, and yet really no reply coming out from the CT. He's not able to find much this time, nor stop the plant as Nex. Oh, smiling alive, I think he knows his fate. No guns available to pick up and run off with. No other real options here. As Rax just backing the hell up. Doesn't want to drop down, as he does only have 4 HP, bearing in mind. And Nex with that CZ. Not. He's going to edge in. Not going to find anything else, and it's time to get out of there for Nex. And I don't blame him. You're not going to really take down 5, are you now? And well, Rax does stay alive and maintain that AK. So all in all, well played from the T side there. They are very impressive when they do go for that A push, but then again, there wasn't that many guns against them. So let's see what how they fare now against the CT side. They do have those weapons with them now. The M4's in hand. And let's see if any of these opening shots from the AWP would land. No, none actually being made. So interested to see where maybe Aprox will be taking that. Long might be under scrutiny as SMN will be pushing forward. He's looking for the first CLY, getting flashed up and doesn't even see it coming. SMN will take him down and open up there for the T side, as they are just executing very, very well towards that A side, just getting it all down to an absolute T. But Mo and Crisby and Aprox still toying with players, denying an easy rotation towards A if it was going to happen. But maybe playing a little bit more patiently could pay off for Planetkey if we see that push through those double doors towards B. Coming out from Alternate again. Crisby will be waiting here. Rax not too far away either, as Aprox is with the AWP, scouting ahead almost. And, well, he could be challenged very soon. Strux now does catch a glimpse, takes down 1, goes for the second. He's going to get the second. That is a 2 big pickup of a kill. Truly finding SMM is going to make it even better, as now only 2 of these Ts are standing. They got caught in mid. They pushed the CTs to do this almost, and it just didn't work out. Rax and Zonix now choosing the A side. It seems Rax last time landed a stunner here, and he's going to do the same again. This man makes it look easy, and now Trubly in his way between him and that bomb plant, and it's not going to go down. Trubly takes his head off, and takes a round on the board. Planetkey Dynamics 4-3 is the scoreline, and this is going back and forth between these two. Interesting to see what team will go with here. Taking the time of the buyout. Not enough money. There we go. Weighing up their options. Fully stacked out now. Big commitment from these guys. Where are they going to head? So, 3-2 split. Rack still watching across mid. SMN, Crisby through those B tunnels, maybe down towards mid as well. You see an opening cheek of a shot from Prox. Not going to find anything down by long, however. He does get tagged up himself from the whole ordeal. And sent running with his tail between his legs more than anything. And we see every single player coming down towards mid. Trubley catches onto this. He's going to be the first one to be in trouble. Good little bit of work through there with the spray. Just catching Crisby a touch. Prox is very low, as is SMN, so be a costly round for the T side. And Trubley certainly wanting to make it feel as though. Turner trying to work up short, but consistent pressure being applied from Trubley as he's going to rotate back towards the A site, maybe expecting a play coming down on short, but will it finally come downhill? Will they back off? Where are they going to commit here? Smokes going through towards mid. Will this force alternate through those CT double doors? I think it is. I think this is go time. The Flash is holding them back. This could spell a little bit of an issue as Nex is waiting. It's going to be Strux as well joining them. Oh, this is a huge spray down. Oh my word. Planetkey Dynamics just bringing this one back in. Easily done. But the Prox still alive, but not going to get much more than that one on towards Strux. And that was just very well handled from those B players. And they just played it perfectly. Waited out the smokes and flashes. There was very little to stop them actually making those peaks. I'm surprised the alternate kind of lacked that little bit of a punch that they had last time they went for that sort of play. But still, 5-3. Planetkey Dynamics building up. Now a solid advantage in this. Let's check with the scoreboard, see how they're doing actually. Truly, pretty much at the top there. They're real surprised they've been locking down mid quite well. And look at this push towards the tunnels. Oh, this could pay out really well if he gets the kills here. Crisby does go down, and that's the nice little bit of an opening play and just causing alternate to really weigh up their options. But let's bear in mind, obviously, the T's are just on a pistol, couple of Deagles, couple of CZs. It certainly means that these rounds have to be played out a little bit more cautiously these days.
Counter-terrorists win.
And there we go. 6-3. Comfortable round for the CTs there, barely getting scathed through that one. So they don't have to worry too much. But finally, we will see alternate with a little bit of firepower beside them. Not looking as well-rounded, I'd say, in this game as they did in the last one. Maybe it's just me, but do let me know your thoughts if you're feeling they may look a little bit, not necessarily weaker, but not as potent in their plays. And Zonix last time around was an absolute monster. This time, not so much. And look at this push. Happy to get aggressive, Planetkey Dynamics. Not scared, but Saros blocked up a little bit there. But here comes CLY, holds onto it, gets the double. Finally, Prox stops the rot in mid, but at the moment, 2 for 2 exchange between these. Strux, Trubley, and Nex left to hold on. Nex only one on B, as the other two generally playing the A site. Trubley occasionally through mid, but Prox, Crisby, and SMN have the run of this. Bomb is down at long, and I think the CTs were aware of that. I'm not 100% sure. And let's see if they're going to find out soon. Prox will have to pick that one up, leaving the other two to control mid. 50 seconds on their board. Smoke comes through. Trubley flashes up and over for his teammate to peek. Not going to be the push, though. 41 seconds. The T's are going to have to make this execution very, very soon. Do they have anything left? They've got a lot of smokes. SMN has a hell of a lot of an arsenal to make this one open if he needs to. And there we go. He's going to be using that smoke first of all. Prox follows up on towards short. And we are going to see that push in towards Nex. He's going to be the player waiting to receive this on this B site. Sitting pretty, but no longer. SMN knocks him off that stall. And now Strux and Trubley have the option. Do we go for this, or do we just play it smart and play it out? Bomb will be going down. Are they going to go for that retake? Well, certainly going towards it. Here we go. Through on the site. Crisby in trouble with that nade. There we go. He's going to go down. 2v2. Bomb ticking. Where's the push going from? Trubley peeks in, finds us in. One man stands to Prox. 1v2. Nicely played retake comes out from the CT side of Planetkey Dynamics, claiming a 7th round on the board. 7-3 now. Starting to really build up that lead and cause a real problem for Team Alternate. You know, Team Alternate, they had such a grounding, such a good footing in their previous games. Now they just seem to be struggling to get that momentum, seem to have that potency, that real confidence to go for it. Not happening this time. Zonix on 6 to 8, 8 to 7. There's no one standing out for them just now, but Trubley hitting up those 12 kills already, certainly being a big player for the CT side. But right now, Alternate have their options. They're on the T side. They get to lead the pace. They have to start doing so. They're kind of being pushed and pulled around the map at the moment. Trubley will be the one at long. He's just a centimetre away, but flashed up. Can't see the T's encroaching towards long, and he will go down. And now A is open a little bit more for the taking. CT's not yet to respond. Planetkey Dynamics not fully maybe aware that there's a commitment here coming across, but maybe smart to be taking their time. There is still Crisby in mid, trying to slow that rotate if any players do decide to come across from B. Luckily, however, CLY might be able to avenge, and we'll see how this execution starts unfolding from Alternate as SMN racks in the procs. Do edge a little further forward. There's 2 players on the site already. CLY holding short. It's going to be down to Stavros and Strux to really lock this one out. It's not going to be happening. And Strux actually isn't on A. Tell a lie. He's down by the boxes. This means A is open for the plant. And there we go. Alternate not going to turn that one down. And Planetkey going to struggle to find a way in here. And not exactly the easiest places to retake from Strux. Right down in the trenches. Zonix at long. It's only going to make his job harder. Next, from the backside, turns around, does find Crisby, but takes him low, but doesn't get the kill. Strux will, but gives away the game, and I think we know how this goes. I'm not sure if they're going to commit on this one. Surely not. Well, CLY does get a kill, but he's not going to get any more than that. And Alternate finally get around on the board. A well-needed round after quite some time of trailing to Planetkey Dynamics. 7-4. Still, that scoreline's looking a little bit worrying, you know. Bearing in mind, Alternate did pick the T side. You know, it's... when I first started casting CS, I did always try and look at the map bias and see how it goes down, but you know, the more I spoke to players, the more, you know, you find out it's completely down to team's preference as to how they like to play this one through, how they like to, you know, do they prefer the T side, do they prefer the tactical play on that, do they like the rotates through, you know, what really suits their style, what complements them. And at the moment, if Alternate really do like their T play, they need to show up a little more here because they're struggling on those 4 rounds. Not really having the impact, but then again, they occasionally do get that brilliant A execution. Not really like their mid play so far. It's not been their best. Not been as on point, but maybe they can prove me wrong here. But then again, Trubley would be waiting. Flashes over. Oh, he's caught them. Crisby is in trouble. He goes down straight away. And look at this. Trubley backs away. Leaves Stavros to move in, support him. And he's done just that. Trubley does pick up the kill, but Stavros was there. But it doesn't matter. Look at this play from Alternate. They are just brute forcing their way through towards B. Strux is watching. Denies SMN's easy cross in towards that B side. But now they're going to be going for this. Surely wanting to get back in towards this B side after such a good attempt from Trubley and Stavros. But just couldn't do the job when it needed to. Bomb is now ticking. Alternate holding on this time. Zonix stops that push up the B tunnels from CLY and now leaves Strux in a 1v2. Rax and Zonix, 2 players who've been pretty damn potent so far, pretty damn on point. That bomb is ticking faster and faster. If he wants this, he's going to have to get it fast. He's going to find one. Can he get the second Rax? Oh, he goes down, but I don't think there's enough time. Strux does the job. He denies them the guns, but the round, regardless, will be on the T's. 7-5. Will be the scoreline, and Strux with a great play, but sadly, a couple of seconds too late. But anyway, T's good enough to buy up here. CT's looking a little bit less flush for cash. COI a little low, but should be okay coming into these. And you can see next pretty much wiped out there, but yeah, 7-5, not a bad way to start things off here for the Planetkey Dynamics boys. Will they be able to keep it up? Team Alternate finally got some good execution on that mid push, just ploughing through, denying, you know, even the involvement of Stavros. Let me know on Twitter if this is what you expected to see. Is this the Alternate that you guys bet on? Who do you favour here? Let me know on Twitter, @LakeCanWePansy. I do want to hear from you guys. Side not yet fully committed. They look like they're lining up their mid play, but then again, they do just sometimes split short. They do fancy just making their way up there. Trubley getting a little more aggressive, a little bit more involved, but he might be pushing up towards A, quietly doing it, not to give away the game, but you can see the indecision here. Trubley having to make sure that they can't just walk through mid, also support A. There's so many varying pieces that have to fall into place. And right now he's going to be going for the peak. He's going to find Rax perfectly done, denying the opener for the T side of Alternate. And now flashes go down on towards A, but the push is coming through towards mid. Crisby, SMN, and I think one other will be making their way forward, but Strux just sees that smoke as a red rag to the ball, peers out, finds two, goes in for the third, denies that mid push again. That's much better play going out from Planetkey Dynamics. That's why they are leading 7-5, and Aprox tries to jump down. He's going to find Truebly, but he's in a 1v4 now, and he's pinned in towards the CT spawn. Bomb is with them, and they are not going to give this one up. Stavros looking like he wants to just push in and pick up this kill. Flash is making it hard work, and Aprox finds another. He's doing the job, but he's not going to get much more. Finally shut down in the end, and the time will run out more than anything. 8-5, coming in towards those final rounds of the first half here. Planetkey Dynamics building up that momentum, building up that pace, and starting to look a little bit better. Let's check in the scoreboard. Strux and Truebly doing the real work here. Jeez, 7-6, 15-8. SMN standing out. Crisby and Sonics having the best game of their lives so far. They've all been good, let's be serious, but not fantastic, as the T's will just be on that pistol now. Truebly is probably going to enjoy this one with CLY, just getting the kills in the bag. Just fluffing and kind of pandering towards that lovely, lovely score of theirs and making their kills look a little bit nicer, as Truebly will find the last. Sonics did get one, but still. Comfortable round. No need to worry on those sort of rounds here, even with that CZ in play. If they're going to stack sides like that with two players on long, you know you're going to be in trouble for the T's there. But final round now coming up. T-side not great for money. Look at this. Aprox gonna have to go for the Galil with Crisby. Rax, SMN and Zonix do have enough money to get the AKs with them, and it looks like they're going to go back in for an... Are they really all going long here? We'll have to find out. Flash isn't coming over. CLY and Stavros down at long as well. Let's see if they commit. Oh, CLY straight away finding SMN. As Crisby did find Truebly, but still the main push has been chipped away at, halted. Stavros getting a little bit over aggressive there, a little bit over adventurous. Does get taken down by Aprox, and A looks like it's under control by Alternate. And Planetkey Dynamics will have to work for that retake now if they do fancy this one. Obviously, last round they're going to have to go for this some way. Player advantage with the T's, however, not going to make it easy, but they're being hesitant on the cross here. There's a player already on the site, and they're taking their time. Nades and smokes coming through towards short. It's only going to make it a little bit harder for Planetkey Dynamics, but 55 seconds left. Bomb not down yet either. Planetkey not wanting to push in before time. Alternate still committing two players by long. Prox waiting for the push-up, gonna help out, but Strux finds Crisby. That is big play. CLY finds Raxus. Now only two stand. Zonix and Aprox trying to hold this one on. Prox does find next, but oh, CLY! Stunning shot on towards Zonix, and that should be diffused there for CLY, and well, that will pick up the final round of the first half here. 9-5 coming up. Good half already being said by Truebly, and certainly very well done. Alternate did get the pick of side, however. Only pick up 5 rounds. Not sure just yet if that's going to be an issue, but we'll have to wait and see. They did pick up the game when they were on the CT side last time around. They had a strong CT side, but let's look at Planetkey Dynamics. What can they do here? You know, for me, it's all about the T side in these games sometimes, because they lead the game, they lead the pace, they decide the sites, they go for it all. It's all down to them, and have to see what they can bring on this second half now coming up. Let's check in with that scoreboard again. Truebly and Strux. What a brilliant game from those two. Doing fantastic work. CLY in the final round, denying any chance for Alternate. But regardless, SMN and Aprox certainly doing well themselves. But is this the scoreline we'd expect here, guys, at home? Let me know on Twitter, @TheyCallMePansy. I want to know your thoughts. Is this the type of scoreline you'd think would happen between these two? Would Planetkey Dynamics be leading at the half? Obviously, they did start CT side. If you think that's preferential towards their playstyle, let me know. I'd be very interested. Because I don't, if I'm completely honest with you, I don't keep up enough of the German scene. I don't know these teams as well as I used to, when we used to cast a lot more of the German EPS. Haven't had that opportunity for a little while, but do we expect PKD, Planetkey Dynamics, to keep this advantage now going into the second half? But you got to keep in mind, if they pick up this pistol round, there's going to be a lot of rounds on the side, in theory. But then again, we saw an early turn of events before between these two. Both rounds kind of denying each other on that rather poignant moment. But at the moment, first little bit of damage does come in between SMN and Strux. See a 3-man split down towards those lower B tunnels. Stavros and Strux through mid. Everyone's just taking their time, really. No one really committing just yet. It's It's a little bit of a more cautious affair for now, but it looks like Planetkey Dynamics will be doing the same thing that Team Alternate occasionally do dabble with, working through mid, smoking up and pushing straight towards B. Here we go. Next does find Zonix and looks for the second. SMN might be in trouble, but Prox trying to push straight through here, trying to help these teammates out as finally SMN will fall. And it's given time, though, for Prox to get close. And look at that shot from Rax. Stunning plays, takes down Stavros, leaving Strux in a 1v2. Switching up, not going to get in on that. 8 HP, bomb in hand. Fakes out the plant. I think Prox knew enough to realise that was a fake, and I think they're going to try and work this one through. One shot will do the job. 41 seconds. Is he really going to go all the way to A? Is he just going to come around the backside? I'm not sure. Eventually there'll be a little bit of a tick in the back of their heads to make them go, okay, we need to watch our backs now, because what's this guy doing? We haven't seen him peek, we haven't heard him plant. Where is he? Rax. Expecting it. Nice work from Rax there, picking up the first pistol round then on the second half for Team Alternate. So 10-6 will be that scoreline. It's getting a little bit closer now. These teams should be able to build up, but let's bear in mind, last time around, Team Alternate did pick up the first pistol round on the first pistol round throughout the game, but then Planetkey Dynamics did turn it around. They were on the other side. Obviously, they were on the CT side at that point, and then they started this back and forth. And God forbid they do the same again. But Nex seems to like to repeat history. He's already taken down Rax, and CLY moving in. Oh, a little bit of team damage coming across from these guys spamming out with those CZs, and finding the Deagle play comes in from Trubly there. But they have got themselves a little bit of a famous here. Crisby is low. They could still do a great amount of work now. CLY Strunks. Trubly. Flashes coming over to try and hold them. Oh, Trubly with a stunner takes out Crisby and opens up that A bomb site. Here we go. The bomb is making its way forward. No smokes to aid the cross, though. Flash there, maybe. SMN backing away, and I don't blame him. Maybe give a little time to Zonix to shine up on short. But Strux did push through B to absolutely no avail. 2-on-2 now. CLY and Trubly up against SMN and Zonix. Both now having guns for both sides. This is going to be a bit of a game on here. Zonix does find Trubly, but he does get the follow-up towards CLY as well. And there we have it. Finally, Alternate picking up those 2 rounds back-to-back. After struggling a little bit in the first half to do so. They lock it down, but you know, the T-side certainly did the damage. Bringing it just down to 2 players in the end. And forcing a good couple of rebuys coming out. Well, CZ plate is once again with PKD. Happy to buy this one up. Obviously no armor this time like they had before, but seem pleased to be doing so. Did you see that? Well, 4-1 split it seems. Planetkey saw what worked, and why not try it again? If only that little bit of a spam coming from those CZs would have landed a little bit better, but oh, we have a pause. Forever a pause. Everyone likes pauses, right? We hadn't had one in a while, and they thought, do you know what Lauren misses? Pauses. She needs some more of those. We're going to get some of those going on here. Hopefully we will get back in this one nice and quickly. There won't be any further issues, as we are just waiting to start this one back up. But what can you do? We'll just have to wait this out. So guys, do excuse me while I just shush my face until we come back from a very short pause here, hopefully. While we do... Oh, no, we are back. I wonder if it pauses again, but we'll assume it plays on for now. T-side still in the same situation. SMN does find Trubly through mid, so nothing too impressive happening so far. Obviously, Pistol's not going to do a great deal at this point, but they do like they want to get that mid push going on. SMN just using it for target practice more than anything. Releasing that controlled 3 bullets straight towards their faces. And Zonix probably do just the same thing, and it's a man I'd be worried about. Last time around he was an absolute gatekeeper at B, just kind of denying anyone access at all. And it looks like I have a completely clean round coming out from Team Alternate. They certainly would need it. After struggling for a little while, even just against the pistols, so it's good to see them kind of finding that comfort zone. And Strux the last man alive, waiting for a little bit of impatience from the CTs to see if they push forward, and I doubt that's going to be the case. I think he's actually dropped at the moment. Yeah, he has indeed. So he'll be found eventually, or the clock will run down. There's only 15 seconds. I assume he's dropped. Otherwise, he's just a really big fan of that one pillar. You know, it's very nicely designed. But all in all, I can imagine he has just dropped from the server. So hopefully he can rejoin us nice and quickly and won't have too many issues. The pause should catch itself up in a couple of seconds. And 10-8 will be that scoreline. Team Alternate building back up once again on the CT side. We haven't seen a buyout fully yet from Planetkey Dynamics. They got close when they had those CZs and armor, so maybe keep your eyes out for this one now. Strikes a little bit worse for wear though. Sadly. Let's see what PKD can do. So, back into this one. 10-8, 19th round coming up. Still, a lot of Famouses in play for alternate. Prox, Crisby, and Rax. No. CSGO. Did anyone actually count the score of the pauses last time around? Did any of you at home actually count? Because at the moment we've had 2 in this game. Like, I'm going to keep score just in case. I'd love to see the total tally at the moment. So it should be back live very soon, I believe. But at the moment we are still in the pause. Obviously a little delay here for the Go TV. Excuse me while I take a drink for a sec. Pauses. Everyone loves a good pause, right? So, while we are in this downtime, while we are waiting on the teams to get themselves sorted out, do get on Twitter. Do let me know who you think is going to win this one. And at the moment, let's have a little look what we've got. Double stack on long. This one, Crisby, locking out mid. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Will all of this pay off? Let's find out. Bum, ba, bum. 10-8. Let me know your predicted scoreline. That's what I want from you guys, alright? I'm going to call you out right now. I'm kind of tempted to... Okay. No, this is a terrible idea, but okay, here we go. If you predict... I'm going to choose one person who tweets at me. They call me Pansy. If you get the scoreline right at the end of the game, I'll just donate you a random skin from my own. One. That's it. One person, one skin. I'll choose at random. They call me Pansy, who's going to win it? Planetkey Dynamics or Team Alternate. I'm not saying it's a good skin either. I'm just saying I'll just pick you out one at random and you can just have it. Or I'll just give you some cases and you can go away with that. Do let me know on Twitter who you think's got this with the scoreline. So, you know, Planetkey Dynamics 16-9 or whatever you found, you know, whatever you think's genuinely going to happen. If that's the case, I'll pick one person out and I'll give you a couple of cases just to see. Obviously, it's not much. It just saves me talking to myself for hours about stuff when there's not a great deal going on. That's as simple as it is. That's how it works. This is pretty much what happens when pauses happen. I just start flying around the map. It was an actual game we decided to do when we got so many pauses in one game. We decided to see how many times we can go around the map without touching any of the walls. It was a good game. Until you lose. It's always the B tunnels, man. I swear to God, these things. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see how long this takes. Hopefully it won't be too long. We just have a couple of connection issues. Hope that'll be resolved nice and quickly. Jason, if you're too ill to cast, you're too ill to tweet, go away. Planetkey Dynamics to win 16-11. Okay. Jason Kaplan is not allowed to play the game because he leaves me to solo cast at work. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. Keep your predictions coming through to me. I do need some sort of interaction with you guys at home. Obviously Twitch chat is fun, but you know I can't really tab out right now. Alright, tweets. Tweet. 16-14 alternate. So far 2-1 for alternate. Excuse me, so you guys are back in the team right now who's on the comeback trail. Fair enough. Keep your predictions coming through. I'll give that away once the stream's done. I'll add you on Steam and all that good stuff. But only one, and I will pick up random. So there we are. Planetkey, PKD. Give me knife, please. Yeah, man. For one prediction, you get that knife. Oof, 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 oof. Maybe we're back on the way. So at the moment, it does look like Planetkey Dynamics, you guys, you're slowly favouring Planetkey Dynamics just at the moment. I will keep tabs on that and I will get back to you guys once this is done. Let's find out how we're doing. So 1 minute left on this round. Hopefully we can find out what the issues truly were. I can imagine there's a couple of connection problems with these guys, but I believe they are not completely resolved, but at least they're working well enough to get us going into this round, as we'll be seeing the T's lining up on towards short at the moment. 2 players stacked down still towards long, 2 in mid, 1 B. Brilliant nade lands at the feet of Trubley, coming out there from Rax. So see if Fortuna are going to follow that up at all, but Trubley does bat his way through. Oh, is he going to assume that's the one player dealt with? Oh, he does, sadly, and Rax will finally get the kill, but in all of that kind of trouble, we will be seeing the T side execute towards A. Now, the only issue being is SMN up on short. We'll see what he can do here. Rax pushing long as well, 3v2. CC side certainly not out of it just yet. Next, trying to hold that mid push, but not really the place you want to be watching at the moment. Strux is in trouble. He's on fire. His feet are burning, and now just one man stands, though. SMN, not a great deal to do. He's surrounded on both sides. COY will pick up the final kill with the bait coming in from Nex. So 11-4. 11-4 is not the scoreline. 11-8 is the scoreline. And I think there's just a couple of issues with the connections. Hopefully they're okay to go. We'll wait and see. Okay. 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 Is that a new bug I've not seen just yet? I don't know. Okay, maybe it's a little charcoal from the whole Molotovs coming through, but 11-8 being that scoreline in favour of Planetkey Dynamics. The team that you slowly started to favour through this one, but at the moment they are leading just by a small margin. Let's be honest here, Team Alternate did start picking up that momentum after that pistol round, finally denying the early turn of events from Planetkey Dynamics like they did in the first half. So, 1 minute remains on their board. Planetkey Dynamics need to get that execution building now. Alternate just sitting back. We still see a prox with that Famous. 20th round. A little cautiously played out, stacking through mid, up short. As you can see, Trubley in next, maybe toying with Rax at long, but Esserman and Crisby in mid. Waiting to see where they push through to. Only a prox on site. Now 3 at long, coming in towards the realm of Rax. Flashes up and over. That's a beautiful flash, but he is going to get the kill. But the push in on towards A comes out from Stavros, and he is in towards the site. But the bomb is down at long. Can Rax make this hurt more? Trubley looking to avenge for last round. He's done just that. A is pretty much secured and in the hands of the T side. CT's looking to find a way back through. Well, that's the first way in. Certainly taking down Strux there. We can get any more of that action, or are they going to adjust? No, Messerman comes back round. Waiting for that plant to come in. Crisby and Zonic still with him. Rushing down towards long. We're going to see slowly but surely. Oh, the flashes are stunning from Trubley there. Perfectly timed, but now Zonix and Trubley 1v1. Bomb is down. I'm not sure if it's planted for long. I think it might just be. As there we go. Trubley will pick it up. And another well-needed round on the board for Planetkey Dynamics, denying that momentum shift from Team Alternate. 12-8 being your scoreline. And at the moment, Trubley being a outstanding member of Planetkey Dynamics, leading the way, 25-13. And ladies and gents, we have a pause. Is that 3 now or 4? Okay, I lost count a little. All right. I'm not sure what pause number we are up to. It's near on as important as the round itself. I think we should have like an overlay of pauses. You know, like you get the little movie signs with like the play and the pause. We'll get that with like a little counter going up. Hashtag production value. It's always a good way to start things off. And it's funny, I do like a review on an event. I'm like, oh, you know, you could have used your downtime better. You had analysis there, you had players there. I'm just sat here like, I'm just going to talk to a camera in an empty room. What can you do? Well, it's not empty, tell a lie. Producer is here with me. He's going slowly mad as well. He just threw his headset down. That's terribly unprofessional. But still, 12-8 is the scoreline. And the pause has just stopped. It's over. We're back. And here we go. What do we have coming out for the CTs? A substantial disadvantage of money, and Truby can pad his kill score right now. Pick up 2 very early on. He's taken down low, but we'll just try and maybe do a little bit of damage on the pistol round they've kind of been forced onto the eco. Not going to be done too well with, however, for them. They're not going to be able to do much more, I can imagine, as they're split up quite substantially. They didn't fully stack aside. They went for a little bit of aggression on long, and that was about it. And now, SMN. Truly just Stavros. See you later. Anyway, Crisby and Zonix, the last 2 alive for the CTs. Crisby has got himself an AK, but the bomb is down. But Zonix just pushes in towards the site. Strux didn't even notice as Crisby now trying to make a push up. He could do something here. He's got an AK. No armor, no timer, no armor. And the timer is ticking. Here we go. Strux watching the push in. Should be a clean round there. And there we go. Or at least a clean hold. And 3v5. They're having connection issues. So clearly as to why the pauses were happening. I'm hoping we don't need any more of that. I'm hoping all continues well and we have a nice fun game between these two. And finally we'll see like a good bought up side for the T's there. We've got Strux running with the AWP. Not seeing a great deal of AWPing actually, surprisingly enough, so far. And 13-8 now. Only a couple of rounds away. Planetkey Dynamics is a best of 1, bear in mind. So every round counts. There's no other way to putting it. You gotta get that execution on point. As Truby plays with the peak. I think he knew Rax was a little closer as well, so he's going to be a little bit more cautious towards those double doors. And the rest of Planetkey Dynamics look as though they're kind of building up towards this mid-play. But SMN waiting it out. We haven't seen that mid-push coming through too much yet from Planetkey Dynamics. They like the short play. They like pushing towards A. Haven't seen them going for that full push through mid just yet. Maybe they don't need to. They are at 13-8 right now. There's no need to adapt. There's no need to change up if it's not broken. It's all good right now. If they start being pushed, they start getting challenged, we might see that change. And Truly taking his time so nicely here, just waiting for those two maybe to back away from long, to turn their backs to make that push if he wants to. But will Planetkey Dynamics commit to that? Here we go. Smoke finally comes through. They find one. SMN goes down. Stavros continues the push with CLY, and B looking vulnerable. There comes in towards Strux. Getting the AWP in action. Zonix goes down. They know B is open. The last two are long, and Truly didn't even need to get involved. He just waited there, making sure they couldn't push out too early on from the backside. And that is just nicely done. I wanted to see that mid-play coming out from Planetkey Dynamics. They did it, and they did it damn well. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And now there's two I don't think would want to get involved here. I wouldn't either, let's be serious. And Prox and Rax are just going to try and save these guns. But Truly back once again. Nade comes in, but Prox boosted up. We'll wait for this one, but you can see the T-side are still hunting him down a little bit here. They're happy to go and chase him out, but doesn't get much. There we go. T-side will get the round. But Rax does get a couple of guns away from the T's, but still. I'm sure they'll be just fine at the moment. And I had the offer of, would you like to bet on the pauses? No. I don't want to bet on pauses. That encourages them. Still, 14-8. 1 round, and Planetkey Dynamics will be on towards match point. And that's exactly what they want. Best of ones. And your predictions will be looking very good. I'll pick one out after this round, because otherwise it's getting a little too close, and that's it. After this round ends, should I say. And sort it out in the evening, but still. 1 minute and 21 seconds left on the board here. Alternate struggling to deal with Planetkey Dynamics now. Oh, Truby again, such a ninja. Playing out smart, waiting for these guys, and Rax. Oh dear, Truly, one shot to the head. And Prox doesn't fall to the same fate, thankfully. 48 HP left towards him. 1-for-1 trade so far on towards long as the T's wind up towards that A side, but we do have Crisby in this corner. We saw how well he played it before. Can he hold on this time? They need to stop Planetkey onto this round. They must halt them, but CLY finds Crisby. Prox pulls back in from long, comes in towards the A site. Does get one, backs away. And he's in a little bit of trouble. Chipping away at the T side one by one. But now these three know what they're doing. They've got the bomb down. Let's retake time for the CT. CLY still alive. Next finds SMN. Zonix towards next. 1 for 1 so far. But look at the HP of the CTs. It's not looking good here. CLY makes it worse. It's just Zonix standing in a 1v1. And here on even HP. Bomb down and ticking. He's going to have to make his move. Oh, CLY holds on. It's match point now for Planetkey Dynamics. 15-8. It's looking disastrous. And look at the money situation. It's not perfect, to say the least, for the CTs. They're in trouble here. They're going to have just enough to get famous M4 with little to no gun, grenades there. It's, oh, this is a mixed bag. Crispy and Aprox, a near-on player, combining the two of them, but 1 minute and 36 seconds to define their fate now. Will they halt what seems the inevitable, or will they be able to hold on here? So Rax does go for the first. Truebly has been absolutely on point, does deny him the kill, but it does allow one to push up a little closer. Crispy now going down towards long. Aprox does go for the peak. And a little bit aggressive, but it's worked. He's found Stavros, and we know Truebly is low. He's down on 4 HP here. This could work. Can Aprox do any more? Dangerous, but unexpected play from Alternate, getting a little aggressive in such an important round, catching Planetkey off, but still only a 4v4. The HP, however, is extraordinarily low for the Ts. You have to have clean shots on pretty much every single one of these to get it in the bag. And CLY goes looking. He's going to find a prox, and now can they find any more? Crispy, SMN, and Zonix. Last three are alive. Smoke does come through towards that A-Cross next. Has found SMN. It's down to 2. Don't tell me they can do this with 8 HP between 2 players. Crispy down so low. This is unbelievable. Zonix could even be in trouble through mid. No, they back away. Oh, he could predict this. Zonix, oh my god, if he can do this again. This man has held on against 4 players. Can he hold on against 2? Strux and next move in. Here we go. He finds Zonix bomb is he finds Strux bomb is down. Nice follow up on towards next. And now 2v1. He's gonna have to get the last 2 again. Bomb down loose. He's gonna find CLY. CLY does go for the shot, but he's found him. That is 3 in this round now. 1v1 Truebly, 4 HP. Surely not. 6 seconds left. Here we go. Oh, Truebly gets the shot. 16 rounds. Planetkey Dynamics pick it up. And Truebly, 4 HP or 100, it doesn't seem to matter. The man's a monster, and Planetkey Dynamics will be moving forward. Alternate need to fight for their place. So, game is done and dusted. We can come back to myself on camera now, sadly. There's no need to do that, there's no need for this. But all in all, really well played out. And that last shot from Truebly, what? Where was... It looked, okay, like on my screen, it did look like he was looking 20 degrees away from him, but Truebly, what can you do? The kid's a monster. But anyway, very well played out in the end by Planetkey Dynamics. You kids at home seem to have got the predictions pretty spot on. We'll have a little back through that. I'll be sorting out whoever did get that one correct in the break. And we still have some more games coming up today, so don't go too far away. We go to a very short break, and while we kind of get the next team sorted out, you can just chill out, listen to the terrible music I'm about to put on, and keep your predictions coming through to me. Obviously, get involved on Twitter, @TheyCallMePansy. I do like hearing from you guys. And anyway, short 5-minute break. I'm going to take a pause. See you back in a second.